I was commissioned by Queen's Hall Arts. They gave me a starting point, which was to work with some cadet groups, work with some active service people from RAF Spadeadam and their families, and also work with veterans to really just start the conversation about what freedom means to them 80 years on from the Second World War. And what's been beautiful about this project is the conversations that we've had.
Why do we need freedom? Well, it's all about self-determination, isn't it? You know, if you look at history of mankind, we've been at war with each other for hundreds of, probably thousands of years, but we've had a glorious period of relative peace, really, the last 80 years since the big war. So remembering the last great world war, it's 80 years of relatively infrequent state-on-state wars is something that's been remarkable, really, from human history. So it's something we should be celebrating that we've managed to achieve that.
It's about what freedom means to every individual person. Being able to say what you want, do what you want, and wear what you want.
I always like to start projects with opportunities for people to talk about their experiences and tell stories. With this project, the concept of freedom and what that means to people is a massive concept and intangible in some ways and difficult to articulate. So I decided to go with a sensory approach, which meant that I was asking people what freedom feels like, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it tastes like.
It's been brilliant. They were so excited. We had sort of collages, using lots of vibrant colours, ideas, lots of creative digital work, so different.
We've been creating our own quotes for freedom and giving it to others to show them how they can be free through our ways and presenting other people ways to be free.
We were able to make posters of what freedom meant to you, and that could be what it felt like, what it tasted like, or what it smelled like. It's been really good to think about how lucky we are to have as many opportunities as we do.
Some of the ideas that people came out with were just incredibly poetic and so eloquent. And because we were using collage, it really made it more accessible. So just being able to hack loads of magazines up and use pencils and pens and printmaking. We also did letterpress in amongst that. And it really just helped people be a little bit freer and easier.
We are the charity arm of the football club, so we're Carlisle United Community Sports Trust, and we run sessions for the community from ages 4 right up to 111. And the session that we're working with obviously this evening is our veteran community. So they're engaged in the creative art project, so it's an opportunity for them to replicate what freedom means to them. Just to see them sat around that table there, all sharing cuttings, drawings, possibly the felt tips, so they've all really got into the project.
Yeah, we've been doing a little collage on what we see as freedom. My family, half Polish. Most of my family were behind the Berlin Wall all their lives. Having family who live without freedom, I know what it meant to them. To me, freedom is actually not being incarcerated in your own country.
My childhood was my freedom. And then when I joined the military, I jumped out of aeroplanes, and that to me was my freedom. Freedom means different things to different people. Where we go from where we started is the right place to be.
This is about freedom and people's individual ideas on freedom, because freedom's a big thing. Freedom is a thing that every individual needs to have, in themselves as well as for the open public type thing, you know. That's what I see freedom as.
My response is hopeful, freedom for my grandchild. I would like him to have the same freedoms I had. And I believe that would be the answer to every service person. The reason they served was for those freedoms.
As part of the commission, Queen's Hall Arts did want to explore a digital aspect, With this project, we decided that we were going to take their ideas and their stories that they told during the sessions through collage and through creative writing and through printmaking, and we were then going to bring all of those ideas together. So one approach that I use is collage poetry. Collage poetry is a really interesting way of bringing together ideas and concepts from different people and bringing them together and really thinking about some of the phrases that people came up with during the project, some of the most beautiful lines that were just begging to be turned into a poem. I printed them all out and I turned them into strips, and I sat down and I really started thinking about how I could join up some of these ideas, and it turned into a 6-stanza poem. And then, based on their words and their ideas, I've then generated augmented reality animations using surrealist collage as a medium. I've also incorporated archival footage as a collage material, and I've then used those to create motion graphics, and I've incorporated the collage poetry into those pieces that will allow us to engage audiences in both printed form but also in an interactive sense, and bring those pieces of the project together into one final outcome. What's beautiful about this form of augmented reality that we're using is it allows you to have artwork that you can hold in your hand, which is so special, but then you can also engage technology and the artwork will come to life in front of you. It really offers an opportunity to have a more in-depth relationship with the artwork, and it's art you can hold in your hand that comes to life, which I think is really interesting. But what it's meant is that because of the conversations that I've had with people and the work that's been produced, overwhelmingly, people are so hopeful. And I was just so delightfully surprised at the overwhelming positivity and hopefulness of all the people that I spoke to.
I think freedom is one of the most powerful things that a person can have, because without freedom, then you'd just be a slave to things and you'd be ignorant.
All I want for my grandchild is what I had.
Freedom in war means the freedom of the people, the freedom to not be controlled and manipulated by corrupt governments and forced into war.
We shine a light on what these guys have done to our younger generation to look at. We kind of, we need to honour these guys, because without it, we wouldn't have the freedom that we've got today.
I hope the kids who grow up today sort of feel that they can do things that they want to do. They don't have to join the forces and go to war, and it's not fun killing another man. No, never,
A lot of them actually don't realise how lucky they are here compared to other places in the world. So yes, that's why I'm saying freedom means something very different to each of them, but they've got great futures, the opportunities that they have.
My opinion on freedom is that we should be very grateful that we have it. There's a lot of people who might be less lucky than us in that they don't have the same opportunities or permissions or privileges, and I'm very thankful that I have what I do.